Hey guys, welcome back to the Modern Viking channel. I just wanted to make a quick video here. Had heard some news about, well, kind of about suicide. A lot of guys seem to be offing themselves, and a lot of young guys seem to be offing themselves, and it seems to be related to women. And not that it's women's fault, but that they don't have masculine men showing them the way. They don't have uh, powerful men showing them how to be men and allowing them to, take advantage of being who they are, being strong young men, you know. Um, they, I guess, end up feeling hopeless. And there's a lot of content out there, and a lot of it's called like black pill, as opposed to red pill or blue pill or things like that. But black pill is kind of a bleak, this is how it is. It's just women are shitty and, we're screwed and blah, blah, blah. Which, of course, I don't believe that at all and don't subscribe to that type of thinking or mentality. It's weak. Uh, it's more than beta. It's not beta. It's whatever's less than that. That's what that is. It's weak. Um, I think that there's a lot of reasons for it. There's a lot of things that, you know, these guys consume this kind of content because why? Because they're looking for hope. They're looking for something, and they end up tripping down these rabbit holes where instead of getting what they need and what they've been hoping for and wanting, they end up getting, well, the complete opposite, and it ends up being deadly for them. Um, and I think that goes to their beliefs. You know, they there's a million reasons for it that have to do with masculinity. Men being taken out of the homes. The state taking care of women so that there's no need for men. So there's no need for strong men. So there's no need for fathers in the home. So there's no need for a lot of things. So what ends up happening is these boys grow up confused. And then you have, if they compete in any type of sport, I mean, do they even give out trophies like for winning anymore, or is it just for just being there? Oh, everybody gets a trophy. I mean, that's part of the problem. It's kind of sad. I'm gonna grab a drink of my coffee. Just hang on one sec. That's better. Okay. So these boys who are trying to be men, who are going out and trying to be manly and you know get the girl and show their prowess and this and that, like they're getting shut down. Well, they don't have strong men there to teach them how to handle rejection, how to be emotionally strong, how to manage their own emotions and recover and get back up and keep going. Instead, they were raised with this, everybody gets a trophy, you get a trophy, you get a trophy, blah, blah. Well, you didn't do anything for that, so why the fuck do you get a trophy? That I think that sets them up for failure because in real life, if you're a fucking loser, you don't get a trophy. You don't get a fucking trophy for being a fucking loser. You have to compete and you have to win. And if you lose, don't give up. Get better. Learn. And then next time you can win. That's how this works. And I think that's one of the biggest things. We all end up coming out of here, not we all, they end up coming out of the school systems, coming out of, these this modern society that we live in, thinking that they're just going to show up and it's all going to be dropped in their lap. And then when it's not dropped in their lap because it's the real world, they're like, what the fuck happened? And it's extremely crushing to them, because they really were set up for failure. And I have a friend close to me that, well, we used to be closer, but he ran through the whole college mill and he had a single mother and multiple different guys through the home growing up, and no real source of strong masculinity to show him how to be a good man, a strong man, a successful man. And he got to college and he started failing. He started not succeeding. He worked extremely hard at it. And I think instead of taking the knocks he should have, he was sheltered from that. And I think from, they did a lot of harm by not allowing him to experience those losses and then helping him to cope with them. And it's really set him down a road for failure. And now he's more on the right track and he's doing much better now. But that being said, I think that there needs to be a strong man in the picture. I think there needs to be a father. It doesn't have to be necessarily his father. I mean, situations happen, but we need masculine role models. We need men to show us how to be men. And just like we need women to show us how to be, more compassionate, to help raise the boys to be balanced. It's not a men versus women thing. It's really it's a team effort, and I think that they've worked hard to break down in our Western culture, in our Western society. They've worked hard to break down that family unit, because it makes it men weak. Because why? Strong men rise up. Strong men fight back. Groups of strong men are what topple nations. And if you keep the men weak and you keep the boys and women confused and dependent on the state, well, you're not going to have any insurrections. You're not going to have anybody rise up. It's going to be easy to manage from a government perspective, and you can take whatever rights you want. That's a different tangent. I'm not going to go down that road right now. But the point is, these boys are suffering out there, and a lot of them are ending up taking their lives because they don't know how to interact in society. They don't know how to interact with women. They interact through screens, through keyboards, through, their phones, tablets, what have you. So when they get into real situations, they're confused about how to act. They're confused about how to be men. They're confused about a lot of things. And if you listen to what women tell you, you're screwed. Because I'll be honest with you, you're looking for what women want. Well, they tell you what they want, and the truth is they're wrong. They don't know what the fuck they want. All right. Pay attention to the behavior. Pay attention to what they do, not what they say. If you've come here, I promise you I'm going to do my best to offer helpful advice that you can use. That not just a source of more woe and yeah, you are fucked, we're all fucked, there's no point, and then you go MGTOW or whatever, or incel when you can't really fucking help it and you just get zeroed out. I mean, I want to help men be strong men. I didn't really know this was going to be an issue, but I've seen it. In the last few years, I've really seen it. And, as a kid, my uncle, he took his life. And I really don't know the circumstances of that. He definitely grew up with a dysfunctional family and had a lot of challenges. And, I don't know what the current numbers are as far as suicide with men. But I know in the past, one of the largest groups that took their own lives was men over 40 that were divorced. And now we're seeing a lot of teen boys doing the same thing because of similar reasons, because of the inability to interact with women and the inability to achieve the results they want. I mean, I think that there's a lot of information out there that is just wrong. And maybe some of it's right, but it's not fucking helpful. Like, you're going to tell somebody, yeah, This sucks. It really sucks, and you can't do anything about it. Well, talk to you later. And fuck you. That doesn't help anybody. That makes it worse. They came to you looking for insight, for help, for growth, for something better, and you give them that. Fuck you. I'm not going to give that to you here, okay? We'll talk about shit. We'll talk about real shit because the truth is, life is bloody. Life is dirty. Life gets fucked up sometimes. It's just how it is. But we accept that. But I'm also going to give you the best actionable steps that I can. Anything that I can help with to improve you being a man. I mean, the truth is, I'm here to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about my life. I'm here to create a record and really something for my boys to look at when they're older. Um, I want my boys to be strong, masculine men, and I want to be a great example to them of how to do that. The world is tough. The world weeds out weakness. The world is not going to be easy on men. It's easy on women. It's easy on children, for the most part. But it's definitely not for men. You're a man, you're going to have to work for it. You're going to work hard. You're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be strong physically and mentally. You know, you're going to have to always be growing and pushing yourself to be more. And that's just how it is. But that's what this channel is here for. It's to not only for myself and, my boys as they grow, but this will be for men in general because I see there's a huge need for it in the world. And I will share with you, some of my influences, Rich Cooper and Entrepreneurs in Cars and Rollo Tomasi and Jack Donovan. These are masculine men, that really truly live what they say. They walk their talk, and I hope to be a beacon of hope out there. But more than just hope, I want to be something that you can put into action and something that can help you. So we're talking about young boys committing suicide because of situations with girls. Well, I think it really comes down to a mentality, the way they were taught to think, the way they were taught to believe about the world that just simply isn't true. Okay, the world is not gonna hand you shit. I mean, it'll hand you shit, but that's about it. It's not gonna hand you a fucking bag of gold and 10 topless women ready to do anything. It doesn't work that way. It can work that way if you know what to do and you put in the work and you make it happen. Sure, that can happen, no problem. But you got to do the steps. You got to put it into place. It's not going to be something where you sit around and be entitled to shit and some fucking Bernie Sanders guy just drops it in your lap. That's not real. That's not how it works. Okay, real men learn, they grow, they become better every day. They have that constant, never-ending improvement, like Tony Robbins talked about, and they achieve their goals. They also fall flat on their face, but you know what they do? They be fucking men about it, and they pick themselves up, and they move forward. And that is the key. Shit, I fell down. Did it hurt? Fuck yeah, I'm bleeding a little bit. But you know what? I'm going to get back up. And I'm going to get back up. And I'm going to get back up. And I don't give a fuck how many times you knock me down. I'm getting back up. And I'm going to win. And eventually, you will win. You will do the work. You will keep learning. You will learn about women. You will learn about life. You will learn about money, success, whatever that means to you. You will learn and grow and become the best version of yourself you can be. Because that's really, I think that's what we're here for. I think it was an Army slogan years ago that was, be all you can be. Yeah, be all you can be in the Army. That's what it was. But I think that's what we're here for, to be the best we can be, to be all that we can. that's what we're here for. And I'd like to be a part of that for my family and for you. You know, if you're a young man and you're struggling out there, um, there are ways. There are people you can talk to that can help you through it. Um, I do recommend watching Entrepreneurs in Cars, Rich Cooper's videos. I do recommend um, watching Rollo Tomasi's Rational Male channel and reading his books. He he has one that's called Positive Masculinity. Um, there are really tremendous people out there, and we live in a great time where information is at our fingertips. Things may seem bleak. You may have just got dumped. Maybe you just got rejected. You know, maybe you're a virgin and you haven't gotten fucked yet. Those are all like critical, important things for guys. And knowing how to handle those and how to deal with those and how to move through them is really important. And if you if you're having those challenges, do your research, do the work, look into it. I mean, don't go down that rabbit hole. Don't dive deep and be like, oh, they owe me this and I need that and that's they I deserve this. I promise you, you deserve what you work for. You deserve what you believe and what you work for, and you will get it. So just make sure you're believing positive things, and if you're around people that are shitty, that are bringing you down, you need to change it. You need to change that that group you're around, because that is going to be one of the biggest sources of your beliefs. If you have a group of people around you that, yeah, life is shit, and this and that, fuck my life. People say, like, why? Why? That's You want to be a fucking loser? Losers say that shit. Okay. Somebody that's on their path, on their grind, that's successful, that's becoming successful, or even learning how to become successful, they're going to do that not by saying fuck my life and sitting around and drinking with their friends and bitching. I don't have a problem drinking. I like to drink too. That's all good, whatever. But my point is, you got to fucking stand up and be a fucking man about it, not sit around and cry about it. Okay. Take a minute and cry. That's all right, man. You fall down. Shit happens sometimes. But wipe your tears, wipe your blood, get the dirt off your shoulder, get up, and do it again. Move forward, learn the lesson, and keep kicking ass, okay? And if you haven't kicked any ass yet, start kicking ass. I would work on surrounding yourself with strong, positive men, you know? We need that as men. We need a group of men around us that will support us, strengthen us, help us, pick us up when we're down, um, so we can keep moving forward and being the best version of ourselves that we can be. And I guess that's my thoughts for the day. I wanted to share that with you. I hope it helps, and just know that no matter how shitty it is right now, no matter how much you got punched in the gut just now or kicked in the balls, it's okay. And you can overcome this, and you can achieve anything you want in this life that you're willing to work for. Okay? So plug into some of these other guys. Join a club, join a group. If whatever your passions are, if you've got some passions, follow those passions. There's other people that have those same passions, and it's more than ever easy to connect with groups. Excuse me, with groups of people that have the same values and same beliefs as you. Drink. And by doing that, that's how you start to build that group of men around you, that tribe, that band of brothers around you. And that's a very critical, important step in this, is you need that. You need that strong group, to to raise you up, to encourage you, to kick your ass when you need it. Because sometimes we all need it. Sometimes we're doing some stupid shit. We need somebody to say, "Hey, man, you're fucking up right now. You need to pay attention, and you need to stop that." You know, not set out of being a dick, but just set out of like love and wanting to make sure you're on your path and doing the best you can to be what you're meant to be. So anyway, I am going to end it with that. Modern Vikings. Hope you have an awesome day. Keep kicking ass.